All right. This is like, the building part right here. This is like Mama say, mama sa, mama sa. There we go. Okay. Here we go. All right, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red and Blue Soccer Chat, brought to you by the Evan and Aaron Show. You guys are great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We love you. I got the notification. We are live, my friend, so we are ready to go. Let me check our sound.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we are grooving. We are grooving. Yes, we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We are here to talk about football. Yeah.
Drunkards in the back.
Wow, you used like a Old Testament term. The drunkards. The drunkards. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It is check-in time. I always check in with my friend Aaron. Aaron, how have you been doing, my friend? You been okay?
I'm doing real good. Got away for the weekend. Actually started on Wednesday. Got out of town. Went to the casino. Got up early. So basically just blew the winnings for the next couple of days.
You know what? That's okay. That's all right.
Went to Michigan and enjoyed Michigan.
And we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
We'll leave it right there.
And then went to Chicago.
Okay.
And big shout out, Shaw's Crab House.
Chi-Town.
You got to go.
Yes.
And then we went right next door to a place called Andy's Jazz Club.
Oh,
and
yes.
Saw a local band called Bowmanville. And I had accidentally talked to the lead singer and harmonica player on the way in because I thought he had cool shoes.
Oh, nice.
And so I said that, and then all of a sudden they're on stage 10 feet in front of us. And, well, it was him. And I ran into him after the show, and I was like, and here I thought you just had cool shoes, man. This dude just blew us away. Had a great voice. It
nice.
was. They're called Bowmanville, which I guess is named after a neighborhood in Chicago.
Okay.
But they played like gypsy jazz, like 30s and 40s.
Is that out of here?
I apologize if
no, I like it. It's a new genre.
I don't know. Is gypsy an acceptable term?
Oh.
I don't mean it derogatorily.
Nomad.
Well,
jazz.
I just mean it's that Django Reinhardt kind of French influenced kind of.
Dude, these people are watching. Excellent. They know you. They know you.
It was excellent. So had a good time. Went to Storyville, like kind of a New Orleans type brunch place.
Oh, stop, dude.
Started drinking mimosas a little too early.
Oh. Is there such a thing as too early?
No, there isn't. We had a blast. It was a great weekend. Wow. And then played indoor soccer last night, and my team won 6-1.
Hey, the drunk crowd. There they are. There they are.
Feeling pretty sore today.
Okay, that's good.
From the weekend and last night.
Hey, you know what? That's what.
But
counts.
How are you doing? How are things going?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. Family wise, It's for those Gen Xers out there. You guys understand that we are kind of that sandwich.
Yep.
Sandwich generation. We got kids that are grown who are kind of doing their thing, but still kind of need us. And
you got kids that are grown.
I know, whatever. Well, you got dogs, so they, they need you. So, you can relate. Anyway, and then you have parents that kind of need you too, and that's just kind of where it's been.
It is.
Do you know what?
It is strange. I've been through it already, and you are now going through it. And
you're my Sherpa through this. You really are. But I will say, the past 2 weeks have been heaven.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
It has really been good, and you know what? I cannot complain, my friend. Things are good. Things
Excellent.
are looking good.
Excellent.
So yeah, man. Thank you, guys. Listen, we're going to jump right into it. I don't know who wants to go first. You choose. I don't care.
Well, let's go with.
Man, okay. Let's do this.
So I didn't get to watch much this weekend.
Sure.
You
were relaxing.
Well, also, United were the early game, so that was a 6:00 kickoff in Chicago. I did not get up for that. I did watch the highlights.
No.
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
Seemed like Chelsea had a pretty easy stroll after a little struggle with Wolves a week or so ago.
Yes.
Qarabag, who Qarabag, I guess.
Qarabag.
They're Azerbaijani, I believe. That was a bit of a haul. So not terribly, and especially given their form, the way they've been playing, they're a little bit of a surprise, if you will.
Yes,
so maybe 2-2 away in Azerbaijan isn't too bad. But to come back and really exert over Wolves was good. I think you've had 3 games since our last show.
Yes.
How are you feeling about all 3 of them, the situation, Liam Delap?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was going to ask you the exact same thing. So that's be thinking about that stuff. When we get to the part. I got to be honest, and this is where I'm at. I am at a quiet, calm concern. I'm not jumping overboard. I'm not saying, "Oh my God, what's happening?" Oh, we're no. I'm also not saying, "Hey, we're back." I'm not on either of those boats. I'm just kind of standing on the sandbar.
Yeah.
Knowing that the high tide has reached as far as it's going to reach. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. But let's just see how far back it goes. Here's where I'm at. I am concerned about Liam Delap. And here's why. Is because I see him as a player that needs to be fed the ball. He has to be fed the ball. But I don't see us playing that way. I see us coming up the sides, coming up the wings, and
so he's your Rasmus Højlund.
Oh.
Like there's a player in there, but
man.
If you're not giving somebody who's a facing the goal striker service, then
that's true.
What's your expectation? Now Liam obviously had injury issues early on. He's not had the full preseason and training, so he's not going to be up to pace. Does it concern you that he yet again, not necessarily him, but yet again another player, and this time a youngster, and I've seen it. It was an absolutely stupid and unnecessary foul late on in a game that you've really got under control. Is this going to be an issue long term?
The red cards.
We've talked about this previously.
We've talked about it. You know what? I think Maresca has addressed this because in the
he came down hard on Delap.
Yes, in the Qarabag and the Wolves match, there weren't red cards. Yay, very good. But I think that we are starting to realize, hey, we can play a lot better with 11 men on the field.
It does make finishing the game a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So, looking at November has been pretty good. I mean, we went to, Hotspur Stadium, and we came out with a 1-0 win. Now, was it lackluster? I don't know. Because at that time, Tottenham had come in, and they were playing really, really well. They were playing well. They had started to get some momentum.
Yes.
For us to go to them and to get 3 points from them, that's a big thing in my book. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Now, I totally agree with you. You go to Azerbaijan, and you have to play at 11 o'clock at night where you're from. Yeah, you're going to be.
And against a team that, let's face it, has exceeded expectations thus far.
And guys, listen, this is not a foreseen conclusion here. It's 2-2. So I'm like, hey, anything could happen there. But I think that because of the way that we bounce back with Wolves, it gives us some momentum going in.
For sure.
Because here's the thing, and I'm not saying that I'm not Burnley. I'm not poo-pooing on you. But we go to Burnley, which I think is a match that we very well could take 3 points from. If it's a draw, okay. But I think we can take 3 points. Then we have, in the league phase, we have Barcelona, which that will be interesting. That will be really interesting.
They're an interesting team right now because obviously second place in La Liga and doing okay, but Lamine Yamal out. There's this guy, this English guy named Marcus Rashford, who's been playing pretty well for Barcelona.
Yes.
Hurts my soul.
Exactly.
Absolutely hurts my soul. But I don't think you're going to hang hang thing. You know, I don't think Barcelona's. I mean, the way they've been playing has been largely team performances. There's been some really good goals. Where is that match?
I think. Well, it's at the Bridge. It's at the Bridge.
Okay, that helps.
But here's the thing: Chelsea and Barcelona, as far as records go, are very similar as far as their play.
Yep.
Win, draw,
Same
win,
location
win,
in the
loss for Chelsea. Win, draw, win, loss, win for Barcelona. So, you know, we're in third right now. And guys, it literally, there's nothing here that I'm hanging my hat on yet. Nothing here that I'm hanging. It is simply a point. It's mathematics right now because we have not separated ourselves from anyone yet.
Well, I mean, look at this table right now. I mean, first off,
Sunderland.
There's 5
Sunderland.
There's 5 teams on 18 points, and it's all about goal differential, obviously.
Yes.
But let's face it. I mean, yes, Arsenal have been the informed team, but they dropped points at the weekend.
Yeah, they're only 4 points ahead now.
They're
of
going
Man City.
to drop more points.
Yes. Now, here's the thing: can we get them to drop points at the Bridge on the 30th of this month because they come to the Bridge after Thanksgiving? So November 30th, that's going to be a huge test. Can we at least – and no, screw that. I'm not saying that. Can we get 3 points from Arsenal at the Bridge? If we can get 3 points from Arsenal at the Bridge, at that point I will say, you know what?
Wow.
We then can defend the Bridge. I don't know if we can yet. I mean, we've been okay. I mean, yes, we've had Wolves in and we beat them 3-0, but can we have the same moxie against team? And that's my big thing that I want to talk about, well, that I laid out there. Chelsea needs to defend the Bridge. Just like Manchester United, whenever it comes to Old Trafford, you have to fear going there.
Yeah.
There has to be some angst, some anxiousness in you whenever you go to these places to play. You know, it seemed like we were like, oh, we're going to Hotspur Stadium. We're going to Tottenham. No problem. We'll take that. And they did. I need to see the same things from Chelsea that they showed against Wolves at the Bridge. We have to. Any great championship team. Look at Arsenal.
It does help that they're sitting here.
I get it. Hey, it does. But what I'm saying is that we have to defend the Bridge consistently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So I just looked something up, and this is interesting. It's just sort of minutia, if you will. But African Cup of Nations is coming up.
Yeah.
United will be without 3 very good contributing players in Mbumo, Ahmad, and Nusayr Masraoui. Arsenal and Chelsea have no African players between the two of them, which, I mean, London's pretty racist, so you've got that. But
we got a lot of brothers.
I think the that bodes well. You know, like when key players go away, that you really have to plan for that. And I know a lot of the English teams are really angry about the African Cup of Nations getting played at that stage of the season because obviously you're already stretched a little bit thin around the holidays. Guys might be hurt, long-term injuries, things of that nature.
Right.
So then to have guys disappear for a tournament that obviously they want to win and are going to play hard in, so they might come back even injured or just worn out. Just more games in the middle of the season. That's an interesting sort of statistic there that neither of those teams have any players that you'll be without. Arsenal and Chelsea do have some long-term injury concerns.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely.
On that front, are you concerned about Cole Palmer's ability to stay healthy in the same way that, say, a Harry Kane struggled to stay healthy for Tottenham, and therefore, they're great players and they contribute when they're on the field?
I am not lighting the funeral pyres yet. I'm not doing that. I think that Cole Palmer, I think, we just look it up, he's 23?
Yeah.
Okay. So, at age 23, you played soccer, I played soccer. We both know. When we get injured, okay, we can bounce back a lot quicker than we could, a 32 Harry Kane, or not Harry Kane, but Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's 32 years old. Like, at 23, you can bounce back. I think that if Chelsea can continue, and honestly, guys, let's look at it like this, Blues fans. Is this a time that as we develop as a team, that we will really start to mimic, and we've said it before, I'm going to say it again, we will really start to mimic the Indiana Fever. Whenever they had Caitlin Clark and Cunningham go down, they pulled together and they made a playoff run. Like, they made it to the second round of playoffs. So this is a time for Chelsea to come together as a team.
Yeah.
And there's three people that have to step up. Number one, it's got to be Reece James. Reece James has got to take this team and say, look, I'm cap. I'm the cap. And the way this team goes, I go. Number two, Moises Caicedo. He has got to be the voice. He's got to be the voice of the defending midfield and advancing.
He stepped up and played well.
He stepped up and played really well. As long as he's able to do it, that's fine. And then number three, it has got to be Robert Sanchez that says, I am the goalie, I am the keeper of the team that is in third place right now. I've got to continue to up my game. Now, I will give Sanchez credit where credit is due. Let's check this out. The last few matches, he has given up 2 goals. Now, I say I'm a keeper.
Goalkeepers don't give up goals. Goalkeepers, it's rarely the goalkeeper's fault.
I know. But Chelsea has given up 2 goals in the last 3 matches. Now, before that, he wasn't playing the 4th round against Wolves when it was 4-3. He wasn't playing. He wasn't doing it. That was, what's his face?
Jorgensen.
Yeah, Jorgensen. Before that, 3 goals in the last 4 matches in October. My guy is starting to hit his stride. I am not willing to put all my eggs in his basket yet, but I am thinking that he is starting to recognize things a lot faster. He's starting to realize, hey, I'm in trouble. I need to just boot this ball out, or I need to come out and I need to just punch it out. I think I see a lot of things in Robert Sanchez that I'm like, okay, he's starting to understand this game as far as what Chelsea is trying to do. And that makes me happy. So those are the 3 for me right now that can bring this team together and say, hey, guys, we're gonna be okay. We're going to be okay. And shout out to Malo Gusto, scored his first Premier League goal in almost 100 showings for Chelsea. Good job, buddy. Good job.
I'm.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's contemplating.
Looking ahead, looking to the future.
Okay.
I think a top 4 finish is well within the cards for Chelsea. I don't know that you can necessarily challenge for the title.
No,
I don't think there's a consistency level that you've achieved yet.
Yes.
I think obviously certain players are probably going to need to go at some point. Do you still have? I'm sorry for those who are looking. I think, yet again, probably finding another, at least auxiliary striker is something to consider.
Yeah.
Long-term, moving forward, I hate to contradict.
Sure.
You've got to replace Robert Sanchez and Reece James. Reece James isn't a captain. He's had some good games, but he's also been responsible for some rash tackles. And as we said the last time, I think he introduces I watched, it wasn't the last game, but a game previously where he hit someone on his team committed a bad foul. And it was an obvious bad foul. It was very much a professional foul.
Okay.
And the player who got fouled got up and was kind of remonstrating, like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And Sanchez or Reece James comes running in, and I understand a certain aspect of you got your teammates back kind of thing, but your teammate just wrecked a dude and deserves a card.
Sure.
You're now trying to escalate a situation. And I think that's a moment where he needs to come in, grab his own player.
Yep.
Take him out of the melee. Mm-hmm. And I just don't think Robert Sanchez is good enough to be a top 4 goalkeeper. I think he's good. Yes. I just don't think he's good enough for
I don't
that.
think he, I think he's good. But real quick to answer that one, I think that lies on who pulls the captain of the squad aside.
That's the manager.
That's the manager.
He's got to make a decision
That's the
at
manager.
some point. Yep.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So, all right. Guys, listen, we've reached
It is
halftime.
The drunks in the back.
Hey, there it is. Guys, come on out to Chatham Tap.
Chatham
this
Tap. It
weekend.
is international break. They will be open at 11 o'clock, but still serving that lovely brekkie brunch. Come in. I have no idea who's playing. The United States plays at 5 o'clock on Saturday, I believe.
What had happened was...
and that's against Paraguay. Who?
Arsenal
women.
Yes.
So they may open early. We hope they don't.
Hey, and Sunday.
Well, they want to make their money. I'll give them that.
Absolutely.
I understand
Absolutely.
that. But big shout out, Chatham Tap and the servers here. Tip well. Love you all, and appreciate you for letting us do the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's good for the soul and also bad for the gout.
Yes,
all right.
We do have a slight anti-Arsenal bias here. If you're an Arsenal fan, it's maybe not you. But it's definitely some people you know.
Well, you know what? I am so excited to talk about.
Yeah? I think we're going to need to rely on him a little bit more here as Sesko is injured. I think this is going to be an opportunity for Amram to push Bruno into one of those 10 rolls and get our boy Kabi on the field.
Okay. Kabi Mainu. Okay, so here's where I want to I want to do the same thing. I want to get your impression. Where's the club headed? And I absolutely love either what Amram is doing with Bruno or what Bruno is doing on his own.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Bruno has said, you know what, guys? I can't do this by myself. Mm-hmm. So you all are going to have to step up. I'm going to be my wonderful self, but I'm going to need some of you guys to step up. And it seems like the United Spirit has entered into some of these guys, and they've said, yes, we're stepping up. What do you think about that?
Well, to address both sides of that, I'll take the second one first. I do. I think Mbumo and Cunha
oh my God.
have hit the ground running. I'd love it if Cunha could score a little bit more, but what these two guys have brought to the team, Ahmad is playing very well.
Yes.
Delict is playing very well. He stayed healthy. I think we've got a lot of guys who are really finally understanding it, and we've gotten rid of any of the kind of people in the locker room that were maybe preventing that from happening.
Yep.
Again, Mbumo, Ahmad, and Mazraoui being gone mid-December to mid-January, that's going to be difficult to replace. I think we might need to dip in the window, especially if Sesko is going to be out for very long. The knee results came back kind of iffy, so and you never know with a knee injury. And he's really, he hasn't acclimated as well as he could have. But I mean, I think the club is steadily heading in the right direction. As you said, I'm cautiously optimistic about where we're going because I've seen some positives. This most recent game, what my concern is. We were on, that nice 3-game win streak, and it was good. Like, they were playing well. Those were well-deserved victories.
Right.
And then they've taken the lead in 2 consecutive matches and then coughed up a couple goals and then had to really work at it to get there. Now, the glass half full way of looking at that is a year ago, they would not have come back to win those games. In fact, they might have gone on to lose 3-4-1.
Sure.
Now I think there's a belief in the squad.
Yep.
And I would like to see what I just suggested. I would like to see Bruno get pushed a little bit further forward. Basically, play a front 3 where Cunha, Mbumo, and Bruno can kind of alternate. They're all, they can all play a false nine. They're all playmakers. And Bumo's been so good on that right-hand side.
Right.
I'd try to keep him there as much as possible, so maybe dip Bruno in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Cunha really understands how to make those runs. And then you've got Mount that can come in. Ahmad can play in those positions. I think Luke Shaw is starting to show the miles and the injuries. And that might be – but at the same time – they just allowed Lisandro Martinez to go train with Argentina. He's not going to play in the international break, but they think he's so close that they're going to let him go train, be part of that squad.
Okay.
I'd like to see him come back, and in December we now have, this left-sided guy, maybe push Shaw into that left wing-back position that Dorgu has really not quite made his own. Delo not quite as effective on that left-hand side either. But I'm liking what's going on. I like, if you'd have told me we'd be literally 2 points off the top four a month and a half ago,
yes,
I'd have bit your hand off for it. I absolutely would.
Well, I mean, look at the outcomes that have come so far, and actually, this is wonderful because it leads into the Hey Aaron segment later. So, but Man U, Sunderland is sitting fourth. Man U handed it to them.
We dismantled them.
2-0.
It was a really, really quite an impressive performance.
Then went to Liverpool, 2-1. Then handled who we can't handle as Chelsea. Then handled Brighton, 4-2. Coming into November, hey, this is nothing to sneeze at. Forest is fighting for their life, guys.
True.
And the fact is that you go in there and you get a draw. Spurs, pissed off. That they lost to us.
Yeah.
Came back and they were on fire. Man, you said, well, that's okay, but you're not going to get us today. You get a draw. I think, and this is the thing, and I'm going to say it, and it's not going to jinx anything. I think right now, beside City, because City is getting they're starting to ramp up.
They're
starting to ramp up.
Pep knows
besides City, the team to watch out for right now is Manchester United.
I'd like to think that. And we returned from the break to play Everton at Old Trafford. They're a mixed bag. I think they're better at home than they are away now.
Absolutely.
And then we got to go to Palace, and that's not a team I want to play. So I'll be honest. I'd love 6 points. If we come away with 4 points, I will be satisfied.
Absolutely.
I believe we should beat Everton. Just where both of us are, we're not going to,
The Toffees are not. I mean, they're just not.
They don't travel well, in my opinion, and they're going to be without a few guys.
Yeah.
Go to Palace. They've got a lot of firepower, and they just don't quit. They've demonstrated against pretty much everybody since about midway through last season, and are still bringing it.
I think that's the team. I think Palace is a team you do not want to play.
Yeah.
So if Man U comes out of that with 3 points, I think that solidifies what I said.
If we take 6 points, to close out, November, and
you have
then
your Thanksgiving wish right there.
we've got West Ham.
Come on, man.
They're starting to play better is the problem.
Okay.
I think they've won 3 in a row. I'm not quite sure about that. Then Wolves. I think Wolves. First off, Wolves is getting a new manager. They got a new manager, so it would be interesting to see what he can do. Bournemouth is not a team anybody wants to play, so that's crazy.
2 L's.
Villa away, really don't want to go there.
That's a tough one.
Newcastle has been struggling, but you can't overlook them. And then we somehow turn around and play Wolves again. Because it's right after, because
it's Boxing Day. No, that's not Boxing Day.
But it's
you play Thursday, I think.
We play Wolves, so then we'll turn around and play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So because you get the flip.
Yep.
I took a long time to answer that question. I like the direction that we're going right now. I do think we need to dip into the transfer window. I'd like to see. I think we might be able to steal Dusan Vlahovic from Juventus.
Okay.
He won't cost anything in transfer fees, but his salary, and we're going to have to convince him to take a bit of a pay cut in order to come, in order to afford him.
Sure.
And then, maybe we grab a defensive midfielder. I don't know. I've heard rumors that we're looking into extending Casemiro for another season. We'll see how that goes. It's not a long-term solution, but, yeah, I mean,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to All right, let's talk about the men's squad first, shall we?
Yeah.
And that's not because it's like, hey, oh, yeah, talking about the men first. No, we're saving the best for last. So,
well, and they've got games coming up.
There you go. We got games coming up. So, October.
I mean, despite it being a draw, I thought they played much better against Ecuador.
Sure.
I mean, we kind of chatted about that. The Australia game, I think, came maybe after. No, it was. We talked about it a bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, we got Paraguay and Uruguay. Uruguay's obviously a tougher test if they bring their big guns. That said, we are.
Oh, you didn't see me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We are going to be without several. Main players.
Yep.
And this is becoming a concern.
And this is
Tyler
3
Adams
days apart.
can't stay healthy. We've allowed Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie to stay home with their clubs, to basically not have to play these games. This is an opportunity for some guys to step up. Flo Balogun has played very well lately. Ricardo Pepe has played well lately. These guys need to grab these opportunities by the throat and say, I'm going. Otherwise, a lot of these dudes are going to have to rent a Winnebago and drive around the country if they want to see these games.
Yes. I'm just saying.
I think Diego Luna's got an opportunity to stake a claim here. Scally has been called into the squad. I'd really like to see Agjaman has been okay. I think Haji Wright might be hurt again in turns.
Well, because I'm an old guy, I want to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
How long do we have to see Tim Ream on the field, my friend? How long do we have to see Tim Ream on the pitch? Is this it? Is this his like swan song?
In a perfect world, I don't think he should go to the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
We aren't exactly, that there aren't guys stepping up and making it their own.
Sure.
Right now, I would have Chris Richards, Jedi. God, I hate that. Miles, and probably Serginho.
Okay.
Okay. But
Would you have him on the bench? Would you have him on the bench?
Tim Rim? Yeah, because I think he's a leader and a locker room guy.
Okay, so is he?
But if he plays significant minutes for us at the World Cup, I'm just sorry. I mean, look, Cristiano can do things that other people can't.
Sure.
Tim Ream is 38 years old.
Exactly. Is he the? And I realize that Harry Maguire's 32. 6 years makes a huge difference.
Massive.
Is he our Harry Maguire? Can he come off the bench and be just that surge of energy in the defense? No, you don't think so?
No,
okay.
I don't think so. I think you take a guy like that because of his experience and what he can impart to the team in the locker room.
Yep.
And he can come off the bench and be valuable, but let's face it, if you need a defender to come off the bench, I hope we're winning.
Yes.
I hope we are backs to the wall defending a 1-0 lead against Germany.
Okay.
And say we need the most experienced guy we've got.
And even in that case, you probably want Zimmerman in there.
I'm a Zimmerman guy,
yeah.
But I mean, I got nothing. Timmy's been great. Absolutely great. What a warrior for this team.
Love you, Tim.
But I mean, at some point.
Yes, exactly.
My main concern, one, is injuries. Can our best players stay healthy?
Yes.
And two, does Pac know what his best 11 is?
All right, guy. All right. So, as a keeper, who's our keeper?
I mean, at this point, I think it's Freeze. I think he's demonstrated enough.
As hard as that was for me to push these buttons, Matt Turner. I love you, Matt Turner.
I love Matt Turner,
but
he's not playing consistently. He's not played well when he has. Just my opinion. I wanted to see that progress, but I think it's Freeze And then
Freese has the reps. He's got the reps with the squad, right? And that matters.
Yeah.
That matters a lot.
Well, and I think he did well in a penalty shootout, which always G's up your defense,
absolutely.
right? Gets guys hyped. You make a save, everybody runs over. I just, I don't. I think we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a run of, and no disrespect, because obviously these guys are playing at a high level.
Right.
I'm not saying they're bad, but this is the weakest run of goalkeepers that we've had for a long time, right?
I think if they were honest with themselves, like I really do think that our goalkeepers would be like, yeah, we're not at the level that our past goalkeepers were.
Agreed.
And once again, I'm going to say this: who does that fall on? I love Pac. I love him.
No, it falls on U.S. soccer's inability to develop players at a young level.
Come to Indiana.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand how we had arguably some of the top names in goalkeeping. I mean, people certainly respected Casey Keller, Brad Friedel, Tim Howard, Brad Guzan. I mean, we're no longer even talking about certain guys.
Right.
Right. And, I mean, Gaga Slonina is the, third or fourth choice at Chelsea?
Yeah.
And he gets nowhere near this team.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what we're talking about at times with the goalkeeping, really. And like, some of these guys were Timmy was super athletic and read the game very well.
Yes.
But he had an interesting brain about it. You listen to him and Landon talk on their podcast, and you're like, oh, he really understands this game and understood how to have relationships with players. I'm not seeing it from our other goalkeepers right now. So I have concerns, and we're 7 months out, man. 7 months away from hosting the World Cup.
Yeah.
And can you tell me Pac's starting 11? Can anyone tell me Pac's starting 11?
Man. Let's move to our ladies, the She Believes Cup. We are sitting in second place.
Well, no, that took place much earlier in the year.
Oh, see, what had happened was I had been drinking.
But
let's go to our scores here. We got Italy.
Yeah, we got Italy.
Italy coming up.
Italy twice. So they lost to Portugal.
Thank you so much for supporting me, man. I appreciate it.
They lost to Portugal because they took their foot off the gas because basically they were just celebrating Alex Morgan that night.
Yeah, they were.
Turned around, copped them 3-1, and then poor New Zealand 6-0.
Oh, man.
Behind an Emma Sears hat trick.
Yes.
Emma Hayes done a great job of rotating, bringing the young with the old. And again, I think we all know that was the biggest problem a year or two ago with Vlaco. I mean, he's fine, but he just didn't integrate. He hung on to that old guard a little too long, and it cost us. Emma, God, I love her. I absolutely love her, and her and Pac appear to have a really good relationship.
Yes.
The club, the two teams support one another really, really nicely.
Absolutely.
I would expect some good home cooking down there in Florida, Orlando, and then Fort Lauderdale against Italy.
Yep. And that's the 28th.
Walk right up to them and break that pasta right in their face.
Oh, man.
They will be so sad about that.
And then we turn around in December and play them again on the 1st.
Yeah. We've got the game right at the end of the month on the, 28th and then the 1st. So, yeah, they basically just travel across the state. That's cool.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I don't know that there's any big tournament for the women next year, so I think we're ramping up for the Olympics. Maybe?
Yeah, probably. Probably, my
friend. Got my years off, but yeah.
I love the fact that Emma is. I feel that she is putting her imprint on this team.
Absolutely,
and I see that our women's team are continuing the excellence, but it's a different kind of feel, isn't it? I mean, it just feels different.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I agree. And while we're on the women's game,
please.
hopefully he's listening. Our resident women's game expert, Io. I have an interesting question, and hopefully we can get him on the show in the next couple of weeks to talk about it. But the 4-4-2 is kind of considered old school and obsolete.
We were talking about that. Yeah.
But at least if ESPN can be trusted, and I know they can't, but if ESPN is to be trusted, several women's teams turned out over the last couple of days in the Champions League playing a 4-4-2, specifically 2 strikers up top.
Yeah. Not
withdrawn. Very, kind of old school target and little one, if you will, somebody playing off of him.
Yeah.
I'd like to get his thoughts on that. I want to reach out to him and get him involved.
Come on,
and just get kind of caught up on the women's game. I try to keep an eye on it, but it's hard to follow everything, folks.
Right now, as far
United
as
did beat PSG today, 2-1.
Yeah, the women's game right now, we should be proud of our ladies because right now Man U is third, Chelsea's second, City's first, and it's great. The Super League it is really competitive.
It kind of looks like the norm. Well, I guess it would because of the money that's involved. But
sure.
City, Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Tottenham are your 5 big clubs.
There you go. And that should...
Spurs aside, we can all agree that those are big clubs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Not even a London guy.
There you go. All right. Oh, we're good. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now advanced to our Hey Aaron segment. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, what I have in my hands right here is a script.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
I have not read it. He
has not read it.
It's not my script.
He doesn't know what's
it's his
going
script.
on. This is the way we're going to be doing the Hey Aaron segments for a long time, I think. Because here we go, everyone. It's time again, our favorite part of the show, Hey Aaron, where I throw a few ridiculous, occasionally controversial,
let's have it,
and sometimes even thoughtful questions that my good friend and resident Manchester United fan, Aaron. All right, man. Let's get into it. Number 1. And it's a question round type thing, okay? So here we go. Category is football banter.
Okay.
Hey, Aaron. Can you sign one Chelsea player, past or present, into Manchester United's lineup.
Current squad.
Current or present. Who are you taking and who's getting the boot?
No, I can choose any Chelsea player throughout history to play in this Manchester United squad.
Yes. And who's getting the boot? Who's getting the boot?
Didier Drogba comes in, and Benjamin Sesko is just gone.
Oh, my. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, arguably one of the greatest Premier League strikers, international striker.
There you go.
Just
go on, stop me, amigo.
Absolutely. I obviously couldn't stand the guy. While we were playing against him, but just a tremendous player. Just a tank of a player, but also technically gifted.
Yes.
Knew how to make runs. Could score all different ways. Yeah, I think we could utilize a player like that.
Okay.
As great as a John Terry is,
sure.
I don't think that's what we're missing right now.
Okay.
He would walk into any Manchester United team, bar the one with Rio and Nemanja, in my opinion, and even then you'd be I play back 3.
Okay.
But I don't think we're missing that right now. My second choice would be N'Golo Kante. Because that's what we're really struggling with is how to protect that back line.
Okay.
And that's him and
help me. I can help you. Help me to help you.
He was a defensive midfielder, another African player. Oh, jeez. Y'all are going to kill me for this.
Okay. Mane.
Oh, no, longer than that. Mark Wolfla, I need your help, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'll go with N'Golo Kante right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Michael Essien.
Hey.
Michael Essien. He was more physically gifted than N'Golo. N'Golo was probably a slightly better all-around player, so either of those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2 question. Hey, Aaron. Would you rather lose 5-0 to Liverpool or draw every game 0-0 for a whole season? At Old Trafford. At Old Trafford.
Okay. I know where we would finish if we drew every game.
Okay.
That's 38 points.
Okay.
Okay. Where do we finish if we lose 5-0 to Liverpool?
Oh.
Because if we finish top 4, kiss my ass. I'll take a 5-0 loss and finish top 4.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
Very good.
Everyone, hey, look, during the treble season, Chelsea thrashed us 6-0, I think.
But then you won the
But
treble.
then we won the treble.
There you go. There you go.
Only us and Chelsea, only United fans and Chelsea fans remember that United lost 6-0.
That is true. That is very true. All right. Question number 3, the hot take moment. Hey, Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
Be honest. Who's had the better legends out of these that I... Okay. Lampard, Terry, Drogba, or Scholes, Giggs, Rooney?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
So the better legends, like I don't know. It's almost like one of those, like, you're going to have bias on this, but as least bias as you can have. Okay, so as far as Lampard, compare him to Scholes. As far as Terry, compare him to Giggs. As far as Drogba, compare him to Rooney.
I think Lampard played a very similar role throughout his entire career, whereas I think Scholes had a versatility about him that allowed him to like, he played on the left a lot, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, is that why you left England?" He's like, "No, I played for Manchester United on the left in a 3. Plenty of times it was not a problem, and he had some of his best games there." Lampard probably ended up with more goals just because he kept continuing to get into the box even late into his career, where Scholes kind of dropped back into that more quarterback position.
Sure.
I mean, I've got a bias. I'm always going to lean Paul Scholes.
Sure.
I think he's one of. I mean, just tremendous. Lampard going to other places. Obviously he goes to City and continues to have a good career, and then comes to MLS and demonstrates that he can continue to do it as well. I'm always going to lean Scholes in this conversation. I mean, he's my favorite player of all time.
Terry and Giggs?
I think, unfortunately for both of them, their legend is overshadowed by shit they did off the field. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. You're right. Absolutely, 100%.
If you're not a Chelsea fan, all you really care about is John Terry was a shit and fucked one of his teammates' wives.
Yep.
And if you're not a United fan, Ryan Giggs screwed his brother's wife.
Yeah.
A long time, apparently. So
love you long time.
I think Ryan Giggs is probably, I think to this day he's won more than anything, won more than any other Premier League player in history, so it would be hard to go against that. I mean, he burst into the first team right as the Premier League debuts and Manchester United becoming Manchester United, and he was kind of the face of that. And I mean, the guy plays 20-some years. He's got ridiculous number of appearances, goals, and reinvented himself.
That's the conversation we were having at the bar. Yes.
Kind of, had injuries through early in his career. Late on, obviously, here's a guy who, early on, I'm just going to beat you down the wing.
Sure.
Couldn't do that anymore after 30 years old. Gordon. And then suddenly says, "No, I'm a central midfielder now. I'm going to be a playmaker and I can contribute." So I think he edges it there. Terry's got to be remembered as one of the best captains in both Chelsea and England history.
Yes.
I mean, the margins are pretty fine here.
Right.
And I don't think it's any surprise I'm leaning right on this.
But this is a tough...
Red. Sorry.
Leaning red. Oh, God. No. Okay, here. We'll scrub that. We'll scrub it.
No. So, edit that in post.
This is a tough one.
Okay.
Drogba, Rooney.
Oh, this isn't tough at all. Wayne Rooney's just... look, Alan Shearer's got the most goals. Holland may break it if he stays here long enough. But I love Drogba. He's a phenomenal player, and I just said I'd love to have him in my team.
Sure.
Wayne Rooney is one of the best all-around soccer players I've ever seen in my entire life.
I agree with you on that.
If you said, "Wayne, you're playing left back today," he'd give you a man-of-the-match performance.
Yes, he would.
What he could do, and the fact that what he could do pretty much at the peak of his powers, and he said, "I'm going to do the dirty work for Cristiano because Cristiano's here."
Yeah.
That's guts and sacrifice and maturity.
That's united spirit.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's beautiful. All right. Calm down before Sir Alex appears in the chat. All right. Here we go. Number 4, offbeat wild card. Hey, Aaron. If the United locker room had its own reality show, what would it be called? If it had its own reality show, what would it be called? And guys, he has not seen these questions. So, yeah.
Well, up until a couple years ago, it would have been called the Pogba Files. I mean, celebrity Big Brother or whatever. I mean, the amount of backstabbing and leaks from the locker room over the last few years is really, really disappointing. Yap Stam was arguably the best center back in the world. Okay. And he released an autobiography, as they all do. It was ghostwritten, but he released an autobiography where, he had talked about some things that went down in the United locker room.
Oh.
And Fergie sent him out the door right away.
Wow.
Bear in mind, Yap Stam went on to win a Champions League with AC Milan I'm pretty sure as their captain. It wasn't like he was done. It wasn't like, he's on his way out and his contract's too much.
Right.
Fergie said, you don't air the laundry in the locker room until your career's done.
So maybe Peaky Blinders, like that.
I mean,
it's like, look, you turned against us. Okay, sorry for you.
I mean, keeping up with the Kardashians kind of thing. I mean, if people are leaking, that's a problem. And I think that's why Garnacho was gone, because it sounds like he was talking to his brother, and his brother was leaking things to the press.
Yep.
You just can't have that.
No.
And that's I think that's where you haven't have the strength of a manager like Fergie that says this shit doesn't fly, because you're out the door. Like, I mean, seriously, if you're in that team and you see Yap Stam packing his bags because he released an autobiography that talked about a fight in the locker room.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, shit, I better get in line.
Yes. All right, man. Last question. This is a listener question. This question comes from one of our listeners, one of our 3 listeners.
Excellent.
In Chicago.
All 10s of them.
In Chicago. James. He says, hey, Aaron, would you rather have Mourinho back or watch Ten Hag manage Chelsea for a season? Would you rather have Mourinho back or watch Ten Hag manage Chelsea for a season?
I would love to watch Ten Hag manage Chelsea. He'd run you into the ground.
I'm like, thanks a lot, James. Appreciate you. Thanks, man.
I didn't have much against Ten Hag, but and again, you got to take it at face value. But him coming in and telling Cristiano, I don't think you're as good as everybody says you are, and you're past it.
That's crazy talk, dude.
I mean, look, it's one thing if you're like, hey, man, I think, at this stage in your career, I'm going to need to utilize you a certain way.
Super sub.
But to come in and talk shit to a guy, that's a surefire way to just bust things up. And again, if you're a Marcus Rashford in that locker room, and you see that happening, you've got no loyalty toward one of the greatest players in Manchester United history. Nah, man.
Maybe we've uncovered it here. Maybe we figured out.
I don't want Mourinho back, not because he isn't a great manager, but a third, you can't come back. You can't. No, seriously.
True. 3 times too much. It's too much.
You can't do this.
Yeah, no.
It just doesn't work. Cristiano shouldn't have come back.
Okay. I mean, you know what? That's exactly why we have the Hey Aaron segment. That's it for this week's Hey Aaron, where logic goes to die and football opinions go to war. That's what happens. If you got questions for Aaron, guys, send it to us on our social media type places, the Insta, Facebook.
The Red and Blue Soccer Chat at gmail.com.
Exactly.
You can find that through the Facebooks, through the YouTube. If you comment and send a question, we'll get that there. And I believe, I don't know if you Can you comment on Spotify and Apple Podcasts? I
don't
have no idea.
But you guys need to jump on there.
I tell
and
you,
figure it out.
chances are if you comment somewhere, I'll get a notification
There
that
you
says,
go.
hey, check this, and we will respond.
There
So
you
we are
go.
glad to have you. Is that James from Chicago?
James from Chicago.
James, next time I'm in Chicago, we'll go out.
Hey, guys, listen, we have come to our final segment. It is the Aaron's Final Thoughts. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for the Red and the Blue Soccer Chat. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. But we are not leaving until we hear from the man with the plan, Aaron. Aaron's Final Thoughts. What do you got for us tonight, my friend?
First out, some shouts. First off, it was my brother's birthday yesterday.
Hey.
It was also a Veterans Day, so shout out to all the veterans, and
Absolutely.
thank you for your service. Appreciate you. And then 2 days ago was the 50th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh.
And as we left Chicago, the gales of November were blowing in. I think between the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald and the lore of the song, but the reality of it, basically knowing your fate has been set. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was out last night, and one of the bars I was in was playing both Saving Private Ryan and Band of Brothers on two different TVs, and I was like, why is this? And I was like, because it's Veterans Day.
Wow.
And together, those things make me think about sacrifice and what is required of us. And, most of us aren't asked on a daily basis to put our lives on the line. And it takes great courage to do that. So yet again, I say thanks. But sometimes sacrifice or courage is doing the little things, standing up for the least of us around us. Silly as it sounds, maybe just being a good person, returning your cart to the cart corral at the grocery store. Like I said last time, I think, very, very few times in life do you get an opportunity to do some big thing, save a person's life, run into a burning building. And God knows what many of us would do and face in that situation. We don't know. But we have opportunities every day to make these little sacrifices, to let somebody in front of us rather than road raging, to pay it forward, when somebody's maybe come up short at the grocery store, as many people are right now because of benefits and things of that nature. Right now, our job is to be those guys who said, I don't know what's next, but I'm going to volunteer for this crazy thing where apparently we jump out of planes behind enemy lines. Nobody's asking that of you. What they're asking of you is to just come together as a community, as a country, as patriots, as people who love this and recognize it has its flaws but wish for the better. Because those guys, sure as shit, probably came from poor backgrounds themselves. Guys driving cabs, guys working the fields. But they said, this experiment is still something to make sacrifices for and put my life on the line. And again, nobody's asking that of you. But every day we have choices. Make that choice to be better. Make that choice to try to make this place a better place. And you know what? We'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We absolutely love having you here. This is the Evan and Aaron Show presents the Red and Blue Soccer Chat. Guys, if you are ever in the Fishers area, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, the whole things. Let us know you're here. We'll come meet you, have a beer with you. Love you guys. Hashtag Black People Vote.
Hashtag say trans.
Yes. Deuces, everyone.
LGBTQIA+, all of them. Love you, people.